Shalom, family. So, how's everyone's day going? Today is the 9th of November. Sunday. Okay. Some days I forget the days of the week because I don't like leave the house anymore. Um, but yeah, back to homeschool tomorrow. So, let's talk about how, I'm talking about my own self. But if like my pastor say, if the shoe fits, if the shoe don't fit, take it off. But if it does fit, and or you know someone that's going through this, pass them this video. So if you've looked at any of my videos, I've said before that I was not a good mother. I was very mean. I was abusive. I was strict. I was everything that I didn't want for myself growing up. And it wasn't intentional. I have to say that. Like I tried my best not to be my dad. And I used to always say that I will never be him, but ended up turning out to be just like him. And I feel like a little worse, right? Um, so when you have adult children, you can't take back what you've done. And I knew that if and when I got healed, that I would have to um, get payback, and so to speak, for my children. I wasn't even thinking about, what goes around comes around twice as hard. Like I didn't realize, I was gonna still get that. But I did feel like I was gonna get it from my children. And I felt like, at least back then, oh, I'm expecting that and I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna love them through it. Ooh, that's easier said than done. I know who I was back in the day. I feel it. But just because I'm not her anymore doesn't mean that now the relationship with my children will automatically just change. It wasn't my fault. I went through this and this is how I turned day. That doesn't matter. Um, that's irrelevant because their reality is still their reality and you still have to take that and accept however they give it to you. And let's just say I have days where I'm crying over here because it's like I expect. And I know people say, well, you don't need to be disrespected or you don't need to just take anything. No, no, I do. I do need to take on some of it because I'm healed. I'm healing. And so I would have wanted someone to do it for me because people tried. And I, it was like I was pushing people away. And I can't do that with my child or my children. I have one child, I'll just say. My son, he does. I don't hear from him. Rarely. I rarely hear from him. I mean, very rare. And as you all know, I live with my daughter. And if anyone has children and they have a son and they also have a daughter, it's them girls. But then again, like I said, I expect to get some payback from what they went through with me. And it's been hard. It's been so hard, but I am so thankful that he keeps giving me strength, but I still have those days. Like yesterday, if you saw the video from yesterday, like really? But I have to accept it. I have to love them through it because no one did it for me. Even when they tried, they would give up. I can't give up with my children because again, it wasn't their fault either. Now, yes, when they become adults, they should take on their own Like, now you're responsible for doing this, that, and the other. But it's something that I also learned is that not everybody realizes that they need healing. They just, they don't see it. And you can't make them see it. But it's still hard. It's still hard. But I pray for strength. And he gives it to me. Like he gives it to me. He really does. But ooh, at the moment, it just be like, but it's necessary for their healing. It's like a relationship. And I know you're probably saying that's not the same, but it is kind of, because hurt is hurt, right? You're in a relationship, you've been married 20 years, and then all of a sudden you find out that your husband has another family on the other side of town. You feel like your whole life's been a lie. You feel like, who are you, like, to do this to me? What makes you think I was gonna take this? Why should I accept what you decided to do to me? You didn't give me a choice in that. Like, how dare you? And how do you trust that person ever again? Right? So as a mother, your job is to raise your children, not be abusive and disrespectful and hurtful. And I was all of those, and then some. So who am I to tell them how they're supposed to feel about me, let alone respond to me? I'm thankful that they talk to me at all. I live with my daughter. Now, my father, when he was sick, he begged me to let him live with me, and I'm like, there is no way in the world you can live with me. There is no way. First of all, I know I wouldn't be nice to you, and second of all, hell no, you can't live with me. You know, I'll get you into a facility where they can, monitor you, and you can be in the same state as me. I can take that, and I can just come visit you when I want to see you. But in my house, hell no. But my daughter allows me here in her house, so I get what I get, right? Now I'm not saying that I'm gonna do this forever, but I am gonna say everything happens for a reason. I can't never say that enough. Everything happens for a reason. I ended up having to live with her. So that means all of this is supposed to happen. I'm supposed to do it because she needs me to do that for her, even if she don't know it. And then I go backwards and I start remembering stuff, and it makes me feel less than, and it makes me feel like nobody cares. Then I have to remember that was the old me. The healed me knows better. That's not true. But I have to, excuse me, I have to do this for my child because she too will heal. In the meantime, I want her to know that when I say I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. I couldn't help myself. I didn't know how to be. No one showed that to me. I gave what I had, and all I had was pain. It's still not their fault. Hmm. So, like I said, everything happens for a reason. And when you go and do the things, especially that you've done to someone, because it's going to come back, that once you decide to give it to the Most High, He's here to help you get through those moments because they're going to come if you care, if you're trying to learn or heal or in any way. It's gonna come. Um, and you need, you're gonna need the strength of 1,000, 100,000 for real. Because when you are hurting from your child's treatment because of what you put them through, it was bad. You need the strength that you don't give up. She needs me more than she knows. The Most High knew most because that's why He put me here. I want y'all to remember this. Everything that happens, there's a reason for it. Either you did something because every action, right? Or the Most High is trying to teach you something or strengthen you for something. It's always a reason. But you can't give up. You can't give up. So I'm thankful every day. I'm thankful that I remember in one of the other videos, I couldn't remember how my pastor said it. 100% of what you went through, you've survived it. You have survived 100% of what you went through. And there's a reason behind it. Y'all have to excuse me. My back is itching like crazy. Okay. So, sorry, y'all on my lap today. So, you survived 100% of what you've been through for a reason. Something is going on in your life for a reason. You have to figure out the reason. Right now, I'm figuring out the reason and I see it clear. And there are going to be videos that y'all get. That's why I think the Most High said do 3 videos a day, no matter what. Yesterday I did a video and a bunch of tried to be shorts, but I'm doing this on my laptop and I'm not able to figure out how to make it into a short because when I try to upload, it doesn't give me the option to upload a short. It just gives me the option to upload a video. So it is what it is. I do what I can. I make it do what it do. I just put it out, just plant the seed. Life here is to teach you about what your future's gonna look like. Is your future gonna be bright, or will your future be hell? Because eternity is the future, for real, for real. That's when we just get to be for eternity. I think I said this in another video. Look up what eternity means, like forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. Absolutely, all of that, forever. So, yes, I want to grow my business. I want to do all the things. But the purpose for my business is so that I can live in paradise. And in the midst of me getting there, every step I make, every step I take, I have a choice in how I respond. That's why I exercise like I do. I've been exercising for, I think, about 8, 9 months now consistently. And I just look at myself in the mirror because I'm like, what? Look at this. Yes, like I am shocked. So shocked. Like, I cannot believe, I'm not one of those that think it's appropriate to show all my skin. But But I do understand why when you get your body in a certain way that you want to put on a certain type of outfit and let the world see it because you are so proud. But I'm even more prouder to be the Most High's child, so I wouldn't do that. My husband can get that effect, but yeah, I wouldn't do that. But ooh, we have never. Okay, I'm not gonna say I've never because I can remember when I was a 7, 8. I could say this all the time because I had this cute little blue jean skirt that I loved. It was 2 layer ruffles. Oh, it was so cute, and I looked so cute in it. And it was a 7, 8, and yeah, I haven't seen a 7, 8, and I don't know when. Not that I'm saying that I want to be 7, 8 again. I just want to be the best me that the Most High has called me to be, right? And baby, my daughter has this my daughter has all these big beautiful mirrors, and so I got one because she had extra, and I just stand there and look at my body because it's like, what? Now I wish my arms would join the party, but we're gonna keep working because I'm trying to learn to do these push-ups, baby, lifting your own body weight. Ooh, honey, honey. I even saw myself doing some pull-ups. I want to, do that because I need to get these arms right. I want some muscles in my arms, shucks, and I want some abs. Baby, I can feel them. I remember back in the day, I couldn't even feel it. I had so much flat, fat on my stomach. I couldn't feel it, but now 56 where anyway, I'm just saying, like, for real though, we live this life and we go through things and we just, I used to say it before. I used to think it was the devil was doing stuff to me. No, that was the Most High allowing the devil to think he was doing something. No, the Most High was putting you through something for a reason, and you need to find out what that reason is. Am I here to learn a lesson? Well, all of it is a lesson, but is this specifically so I can learn how to do this or how not to do this? Is this a what goes around comes around and now I'm getting my payback? Because it does come around. And I'm not saying like payback like you gonna get, yeah, but you get what you put out there. So if you put out hateful and you're being mean, okay, you're gonna get that back one day where it bothers you, where where you can see what you did to others. It's gonna come back. It is. It doesn't even matter anything. I used to think like, I'm a follower of the way now. I'm doing doing the Most High's will. I'm allowing Him to be my lead and all the things. Okay, now you have Him to help you get through because you still did some dirt to people, and I mean, it is what it is. The law is not going to change. The Most High doesn't change. His laws doesn't change. So whatever is written, that's what you're going to have to happen no matter what, right? So, yeah. And I just have to keep a smile on my face, keep praying, and keep knowing that this too will pass. And when we get to the other side, it's going to be beautiful. So, yeah, I tell you, the lessons that I've learned here lately, the things that I'm seeing, because we already know, even even though like literally I used to black out and come to and could see the destruction, and I'm like, and it used to scare me, like I don't remember any of this. But what I felt was, but I knew I did this. I did this. And then I would ask people, like, what was I doing? And some of them wouldn't talk to me. I had an aunt, she was like, you were like possessed. And I believe that. I used to feel like I was the spawn of the devil. That's what I used to say. 'Cause I used to think my dad was a devil. And so I felt like I was a spawn from the devil. And I believe that. That's why I used to tell people I've been having a fight inside of me like y'all don't even know. That's why I've been trying to end my own existence so I don't have to do this. This has not been easy. This has not been easy. I'll never forget my cousin Willis told me, she's gone now. She was awesome. She was awesome. She tried to help me a lot. But one time she told me, she said, I ain't never seen nothing like that before in my life. She said it was like your eyes turned black. There was smoke coming out your ears. She said it was like you were turning colors. She said, girl, you need to go see somebody. And it was the way she looked at me, like it was serious. Like, girl, something is inside of you and you need to get it out. So I lived my life being that, whatever that was. And I raised children being that. So yes, I should expect them to be mad at me, to be hate, to have hate, hate. Excuse me, have hateful feelings towards me because I'm completely different with my grandchildren, completely different. And so I guess they look at me like, who is that? Who are you? Because that is not how you raised us. And I could see it making them mad, making them jealous, even. That's why we need prayer. That's why we need the Most High, because who can fix all of this damage but Him? I can't fix it. But we have to let Him fix it. We have to give Him, just like people say, Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, Most High, take the wheel. And that's what I've been doing. But as I'm allowing Him to take the wheel, it's not a smooth road. It's, oh no, it's far from that. But He smooths the road out. He smooths your way through the road. Like it's gonna be what it is. But with Him, you got your shocks on, so now you don't have all the bumps in the carry and all. You still going through, but it's not as bad, and it's not as bad because the person I used to be, I'd be in here contemplating suicide or worse, doing something to somebody so they can commit a homicide, like for real. So yes, I've come a long way, and I'm so thankful for it. If this video helped you or can help someone else, please pass it on. Like it, comment. Safe space here. You're allowed to say whatever as long as you're not being rude and disrespectful. Because the minute you do that, then you will be blocked. You're not going to hurt my feelings, but you will definitely be blocked. Because I want people to feel comfortable here to say whatever. Don't forget I have books on Amazon. Go check them out. Check out a sample where you can read a few pages. See if it, intrigues you at all. If it does, follow me on Amazon. Subscribe so you'll be notified quicker when I'm on or when I make a video because eventually I will go live. But I need more subscribers, so this way I can go live and try to answer questions, live. But anyway, thanks for coming through, checking out my journey. Let's heal together. Shalom, family.